4. Dr. Spielvogel. We may incite the patient to jealousy or inflict upon him the pain of disappointed love, but no special technical design is necessary for that purpose. These things happen spontaneously in most analyses. Freud. Analysis terminable and interminable. I first met Dr. Spielvogel the year Maureen and I were married. We had moved out of my Lower East Side basement apartment to a small house in the country near New Milford, Connecticut, not far from where Spielvogel and his family were summering at Candlewood Lake. Maureen was going to grow vegetables, and I was going to write the final chapters of A Jewish Father. As it turned out, the seeds never got in the ground, or the bread in the oven, or the preserves in the jar, but because there was a 12-by-12 shack at the edge of the woods back of the house with a bolt on the door, somehow the book got finished. I saw Spielvogel maybe 3 times that summer at parties given by a New York magazine editor who was living nearby. I don't remember that the doctor and I had much to say to each other. He wore a yachting cap, this New York analyst summering in rural Connecticut, but otherwise he seemed at once dignified and without airs, a tall, quiet, decorous man, growing stout in his middle 40s, with a mild German accent and that anomalous yachting cap. I never even noticed which woman was his wife. I discovered later that he had noticed which was mine. When, in June of '62, it became necessary, according to my brother, for me to remain in New York and turn myself over to a psychiatrist, I came up with Spielvogel's name. Friends in Connecticut that summer had spoken well of him, and if I remembered right, treating creative people was supposed to be his specialty. Not that that made much difference to me in the shape I was in. Though I continued to write every day, I had really stopped thinking of myself as capable of creating anything other than misery for myself. I was not a writer any longer. No matter how I filled the daylight hours, I was Maureen's husband, and I could not imagine how I could get to be anything else ever again. His appearance, like mine, had changed for the worse in 3 years. While I had been battling with Maureen, Spielvogel had been up against cancer.